This is A Villa in Sicily, Capers and a Calamity, a Cats and Dogs Cozy Mystery, Book 4, by Fiona Grace, narrated by Katie Silverthorne. Chapter 1. "You've done it again, Conchita," Audrey Smart said, checking out the wound her mentee had dressed on an injured Labrador. "This is perfect." "I know," the model pretty brunette said, finishing up the stitches and giving the animal an affectionate pat. "I love sewing. My stitches have always been the neatest." "I couldn't have done it better myself," Audrey admitted. "Now we just have to—" "I got it," she said, reaching for the gauze before Audrey could. "All right, but—" I know, keep the wound clean," she said, reaching for the antiseptic. "It's all under control, this is easy peasy." It was. Conchita Bussillo, Audrey's new second-in-command at Musamelli, Sicily's new veterinary centre, was only a year into vet school, but she was already proving to be a very quick study. Not only was she young, beautiful, and fashionable, like a model who just walked off the pages of a magazine, but she was also capable and had the confidence to match. It was almost intimidating. After quite a lot of growing pains and working herself to the bone, Audrey had to admit that having her here was a big relief. Plus, Conchita was fluent in Italian, a big help, since in her 4 months on the island, Audrey hadn't quite gotten the language down yet. As a local, too, she'd given Audrey a good dose of the culture and history of the town. Yes, Audrey could safely say that Conchita was a lifesaver, and hiring her was one of the best decisions she'd made since moving to Musamelli. Not that she'd made many of those. It seemed like everything good she got out of her life, she did the hard way. Nothing ever seemed to come to her easily. "I think it's time to lock up and go home," Audrey said with a yawn. Conchita nodded. "Oh, I just want to check in tomorrow's appointments and make sure we're all ready. And this place could use a little scrubbing, don't you think?" "Yes, that's great." Audrey hadn't thought of that. Being a vet in this town, with the massive stray problem, she'd gotten used to being reactive rather than proactive. Conchita clearly liked to plan ahead. It was a good thing. But as much as Audrey tried to push the feeling away, she couldn't help the tendrils of envy that creeped into her mind. Being a supervisor and owner of her own clinic, the one calling the shots, was new to her, and just about as foreign as the island she now called home. She was the one who was supposed to be making those important decisions.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?